Walking Macau Streets. Dear Lord, show me a sign. Give me a map. Oh yeah.
I forget what this building is. I'm going to give you a 360 of the Portuguese consulate as well. Oh, Casa de Portugal. They usually hold events and things like that in here. So there's actually some kind of cool stuff in here. They ran out of space, basically. Got that beautiful spot. So now we're basically on São Domingo Street, but I want to come all the way down to the end. And I want to capture, there's a bookstore here too. This is São Domingo Street that we're on, and then it goes down to São Domingo's church down that way. And then it also goes to Praia Street and São Paulo Street, which goes up to São Paulo church up that way. So this street is named after this man. This man's name is so we're going to be walking all the way up this street, and you're going to see some black and white tiles. You're going to see some kind of cool stuff, and I'm also going to try to educate a little bit about who this man is, and we're going to walk by Portuguese embassy, Portuguese consulate, and a lot of black and white tiles. So stay tuned for that. 2024. Let's check out Macau. Come on. So this is going to be his street. So we're going to put my phone away. Show you where we are exactly. So we're going to be going directly up that street, and we're going to give you a little bit of context of where we are. So there's the Portuguese consulate is on to the right, so we're going to walk past that, and I think the first thing we're going to do is try to get across the street, try to give you a little bit of context of where we are before we even start. We're on this busy street called Rua de Campo right here, and this will change quickly into a more calmer street. Oh, that just closed down. That restaurant right there with a yellow sign, that had been in business for like, I think it was 150 years, something like that. So that's our Target street right here. Okay, so we're gonna come into this interesting black and white tile street. You're gonna see a Portuguese consulate. It'll come up. All the beauty of the street comes up in just about 1 second, or well, 20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds, and then you can see where the black and white tiles and the Portuguese-ishness comes to place. I'm also going to give you a little bit of a history about who this is named after as well. So stay tuned for that. But I want to capture the embassy first because I'm right here. We'll see if we can even how much of it I can capture in the film. They have guards and everything right here. So right here is the Portuguese, and then you even have some artwork right there. So that is a famous artist, has like pointillism style. So that is actually the Portuguese consulate, and because I don't know if I should film it for very long because it is a consulate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause right here, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of history about Pedro Nolasco de Silva. So stay tuned for that. I'll put it to some music too, so you'll like it. Okay, so hope you like that little video, a little bit of history. I'm going to try to do that more often, just kind of highlight a little bit of Macau. This right here is open to the public. Let me see if I can get across here real quick. I forget what this building is. I'm going to give you a 360 of the Portuguese consulate as well. Oh, Casa de Portugal. They usually hold events and things like that in here. I think it's closed probably. Floors. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Hello. So I don't know if it's open. I think it might be closed. I'm not sure. I won't. I would like to go in there, but they do have another office, and I do know some of the people that live and work there. They usually promote Portuguese things to the community of Macau. That's the Portuguese consulate. You can kind of see it through the trees a little bit. I am going to go across to get a better angle. There we go. So you can kind of see that better. Just kind of angled this way. And actually that building always looks kind of cool to me too. So let me try to capture that a little bit. There we go. Just kind of try to capture that a little bit. So you got the black and white tiles, you got that kind of Portuguese Casa de Portugal building, and then you have this one kind of has more of a Chinese element to it. And we're gonna keep on walking down. We have all the black and white tiles everywhere. Let's go down this way a little bit. Let me go across. So we're gonna go across here. The reason I want to go across is because this building right here has kind of interesting design. Macau Baptist Church. It's a brick style building. Hello. Hey. So. Okay. Oh, they got one of these in Taipa as well. These are really popular shops these days. And then we got this little icon right there. We have the mail. Oh, there's the other counterpart. Okay. So let's keep on going. We got the lanterns as well. Okay, so let me see. We're going to try to go back across to this side again. Got a fitness center here. Oh, they just had a kind of action shot, but then it went to the commercial part. Okay. So I'm going to go back across again. So there's actually some kind of cool stuff in here. And there's a nice little, I like this restaurant right here. It's called Bistro Indochina. And you got a nice little plaza. I'll just go all the way down. This is actually changing quite a bit. They built this building with a coffee shop and they built this one, but they always had this nice plaza right here. So if you're in here, you have a nice space. Let me just walk in real quick. There it is. Hello. Just saying hi. So that's actually a really cool little venue called Bistro de Indochina. Let me just kind of walk this way real quick. The owner of this is Australian, so he also is the owner of Cathedral Cafe. And they got some pretty good menus in both of them. That one has some more Southeast Asian, and the other has more Portuguese and even Cape Verdean and things from the Portuguese diaspora. And then that one's more Southeast Asian style. So he really puts together a good menu. That's our Target Street right there. So we're the Pedro Nolasco de Silva. So that's our guy. So we're gonna walk down to the Portuguese bookstore. We got some other kind of interesting stuff coming up here. We're gonna get into where there's a lot of tourists as well, by the way. So next stop is going to be Travessa dos Anjos, the Street of the Angels. So you're going to see that in a moment. And then at the end space, you're going to see the Portuguese embassy. And I think we're also going to see the this is a little bit of a fast food venue place, KFC, Starbucks and such. And then you're also going to see the Teatro Capital, the theater, the old style theater. So this is Travessa dos Anjos. So this is a little alley. It's a nice little space to take you into Rua do Campo. So we're gonna walk down there in a moment. So let me just. So yeah, this one is really, really photogenic. It's a great place to bring the camera. And I have brought it down many times, but we're just going to capture this little image right here. And there's always people that sit in these benches because they have a nice wall of benches. You can get some food in this alley, like in these places, and then you can sit in the benches as well. So, okay. Warning, you might fall in love with me. Okay, so let's go back to our target street. Nolasco de Silva. That beautiful little street is called, that's called the Angels, so that's the Angels Lane. Travessa dos Anjos. And right here is Capitol Theater. So Capitol Theater, let me just kind of highlight this real quick as well. They actually had some they had a film festival in here recently. So up at the top, you have to kind of meander up, but there's little shops in here. And if you go up to the top, there are older theater that's been there for, I don't know, 70 years. Ginza Plaza, that's another little shopping mall. I think I'm gonna run across this real quick. You kind of got some interesting streets like this. Okay. So we're going to continue on our walk. So now it looks like we're officially on Rua de São Domingos. So this sign will change. So that says St. Domingo Street, but that one says Pedro Nolasco de Silva Street. So that's all our target street down that way. And I guess that marks where the Capitol Theater is at, and cinema. That cinema is one of the first cinemas in Macau, I believe. And then it kind of now they have independent film festival stuff there sometimes. They rent out the space basically. Got that beautiful spot. So now we're basically on São Domingo Street, but I want to come all the way down to the end, and I want to capture there's a bookstore here too. Coca-Cola, kind of older style. It's kind of cool. Okay. Then the Portuguese bookstore is right here. There it is. So they got books in Portuguese and in English. Oh, they got some Lisbon Tales, so they got some new stuff in here too. Oh, okay. Pretty interesting. Kafka is there. I like him. He's a really cool guy. This is him and his wife, Christopher and Mandy. So they have these two books here. And actually he's kind of doing some kind of walking tour stuff. Not walking tour, but talking about different, there's two different styles. One of them is about some of the historic books, buildings. I just want to capture. This is a nice alcohol right here, 35 Pastel de Nada. Okay, so we are going to come out to here. We're just going to cross the street real quick, and then we're going to go all the way down to São Domingos. I wanted to put the camera up to the other street that we just walked by, but I felt like it might be too jarring to move the camera that quick. So let me turn the camera around at this spot. This goes into this kind of really popular tourist area, all pedestrian streets. So this is São Domingos Street that we're on, and then it goes down to São Domingos Church down that way, and then it also goes to Palha Street and São Paulo Street, which goes up to São Paulo Church up that way. So St. Paul's Church is that way, St. Domingos Church, St. Dominic's Church is that way. And it's all pedestrian and all walkable. But our target street was Pedro de Silva. So we're just going to go back to our target street and just end our film there. I'll show you what they're capturing in a minute. This is the other street I didn't get to film, but this is Sé. So there's also another church here called Sé Cathedral. So that's right at the base. So you got St. Dominic's Church, St. Paul's Church, and Sé Cathedral. 3 churches all right in this little vicinity. Then our target street was this one, all the way down that way. So let's end it right there. 2024. Let's check out Macau. Come on.
Toma cuidado la boquilla.